So, you're gearing up for the big NAATI exam, right? Then you definitely know that feeling. That little knot in your stomach, the thoughts that just won't stop racing. Well, today, we're not just going to talk about exam anxiety. We're going to break it down and give you some real practical strategies to help you perform at your absolute best when it really, really counts.
Sound familiar? You're sitting there, about to start, and bam, your heart is pounding out of your chest, your hands get all sweaty, and your mind just goes blank. Yeah, you're not alone in this, not by a long shot. Let's get one thing perfectly straight right now. Feeling this way is not a sign of weakness. It is a completely normal reaction. In fact, that nervousness is really just your body telling you, hey, this is important. You care about this. So our goal isn't to get rid of it, because that's pretty much impossible, but to learn how to harness it.
Okay, so if we're going to manage this feeling, we've got to understand where it's even coming from, right? Let's dive into the common triggers that can turn a few butterflies into a full-blown anxiety storm.
You know, it helps to think of anxiety like a Jenga tower. The base block is just how important this exam feels, like your whole future is riding on it. Then, you stack on another block for feeling unprepared. Maybe add one from a bad experience you had on a test years ago. Then you pile on some pressure from family, and maybe you start comparing yourself to others on social media, and all of a sudden that tower is looking really wobbly. It's that combination that creates the perfect storm. So what's the game plan? How do we fight back? Well, your most powerful weapon isn't some last-minute trick. It's your preparation. Seriously, think of it like you're forging a shield that's going to protect you when the pressure's on. And here's a thing you really need to get. Confidence is literally the antidote to that fear. But real solid confidence doesn't just come from hoping you'll do well. It comes from knowing you've put in the hours. Every single time you study, every mock exam you take, you are actively chipping away at your future anxiety. So let's get practical. How do you build this shield? First off, you need a structured study plan. Not just, studying whenever you feel like it. You've got to take care of your body. Good sleep, decent food, maybe a little exercise. And please, please avoid last-minute cramming. That is just a recipe for panic. Instead, what really builds that rock-solid confidence is practicing with mock exams over and over again. Okay, this next one is maybe the most powerful tool in your entire toolkit, and you can use it anytime, anywhere. It's super simple. Just imagine it with me. You breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 seconds, hold it for just 2, and then a long, slow exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds. Do that a few times, and you're literally sending a signal to your brain saying, hey, we can calm down now. Make it a daily habit, and it'll become second nature. All right, so you've done all the prep work, you've got your breathing down, but now it's game day. The exam is starting, and the nerves are kicking in. What do you do right now, in the moment? This slide right here shows the single biggest mental shift you can make. See, on one side, you've got that anxiety-inducing focus, right? What if I fail? I have to pass this. That's all future stuff you can't control. The magic happens when you shift to the other side, the performance-boosting focus. Your only job, your entire world in that moment is interpreting the one segment right in front of you. That's it. Everything else just melts away. And here are your go-to moves for when you're in the hot seat. Feeling your mind go blank? Take one deep, conscious breath. It's like hitting a reset button. Before you even start, take a second to visualize yourself just nailing it. And hey, talk to yourself like a coach, not a critic. I've got this. I am prepared. And finally, trust your system. That note-taking method you practiced, it's your anchor. Rely on it. Okay, we're in the home stretch. Let's talk logistics for D-Day itself. Getting these little things right can eliminate so much unnecessary stress before you even begin. Think of this as your exam day checklist. Simple stuff, but it makes a huge difference. Get there early, or if it's online, get your space set up way ahead of time. No last-minute tech panics. A quick look at your notes is fine, but don't try to learn new things. And try to steer clear of other people who are freaking out. You know the type. Their anxiety is contagious. And this last one is so important. You're going to be nervous. That's okay. Accept it. The goal isn't to be a robot with no nerves. It's to manage them so they don't manage you. Now, all this is great in theory, but what does it actually look like when the pressure is on? Let's hear from some people who've been there, done that, and succeeded. Then we'll wrap it all up. See, this is exactly what we were talking about.
Maria felt the nerves kick in, but instead of letting them take over, she went straight to her tools. She breathed, and she narrowed her focus to just that one segment. It's not about being fearless. It's about having a plan.
And listen to what Juan says. What gave him confidence? Doing mock exams under real conditions. That's building the shield we talked about. And on exam day, he did that mental shift perfectly. He focused on what he knew, not the big, scary what-if of the result.
Finally, Carlos here really highlights the power of making this stuff a habit. He didn't just start meditating the night before. He did it for 2 weeks straight. And because he put in that consistent work, he was able to trust his training, and the exam just felt familiar, like another practice run.
Okay, so if you take away just 3 things from all this, let it be these. First, feeling anxious is normal. You're not broken. Second, real confidence isn't magic. It's built, piece by piece, through consistent practice. And third, in the heat of the moment, your 2 best friends are your breath and your focus.
And really, that's what it all comes down to. Look, you've put in the hours, you have the knowledge, you've got the skills. This is just the final piece of the puzzle. Learning to manage your own head and your own emotions so you can actually show them what you can do. You are ready for this. Now go prove it.